Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing my top 5 villains who have almost won, which is really exciting. I'm really excited to do this video because how crazy that there's been almost 5 villains who have almost won. And like this is just barely scraping the surface. This is like my favorite fandoms with these villains in it. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start with a good solid fandom and spoiler alerts ahead for these fandoms. I'll name them beforehand, but so this is spoiler alerts for season 5 of Miraculous Ladybug, and that's gonna be Hawkmoth slash Gabriel Agreste. Like he won technically, but he's going into the almost won category because he just changed his motive or like his idea of what winning was. In the end, he wanted to be a good father for Adrien and give Adrien a good life. And beforehand, he was just trying to be selfish to his own motives of getting his wife back, you know? To me, that was like the most well-written thing ever. He technically won, you know, like watching Miraculous Ladybug when I was younger, and he would be like, I'll get your Miraculous one day. I'm like, oh my gosh, like shut up, you're not gonna get the Miraculous. But then in the end, when he actually gets them and he actually makes a wish is crazy. I was flabbergasted, to be completely honest. But yeah, I would say Gabriel Agreste slash Hawkmoth is going into the category of they almost won, just because his motive changed. He ended up having a selfless attitude about it instead of being selfish about it. I mean, in the end, he still did erase like the world and like rewrite it, as Saz would put it. But hey, he still had a good motive. He wanted to be a good father. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so the next one is gonna be How to Train Your Dragon movie 3, The Hidden World. Surely you guys don't need a spoiler alert for this, but is Grimmel. He's basically Hiccup if Hiccup killed Toothless, which I loved that writing too, honestly. I loved that movie if it wasn't for the stupid Light Fury, honestly. I hate the Light Fury. I don't know if people know this about me. I literally hate her so much. Like, we just have so much beef for no reason. She just ruined my life. Like, literally, I love How to Train Your Dragon. It is probably my favorite fandom out there. If there's something with the Light Fury on it, I will not buy it. But anyways, we're not talking about the Light Fury. We're talking about Grimmel and how he almost won. He literally almost won at the end of battle. Like, he had Toothless, he had the Light Fury, he had all the dragons. Like, he was nearly there. But because those characters have plot armor, they got to win, in my opinion. But no, I love that character Grimmel because he's literally Hiccup if Hiccup had killed Toothless. It's like a shadow of him. And I thought it was fascinating writing, and I really think he could have won because he was smart like Hiccup too. Next up is going to be Breath of the Wild. Okay, Breath of the Wild had to make it on here from the Legend of Zelda series. I love this game so much, and I love this series so much of Zelda, but the Calamity almost won, like, low-key technically. Like, he destroyed Link, and Link had to go into the Shrine of Resurrection for 100 years, and like that's the only reason they won. Like if that wasn't a thing, he would have won. So I'm gonna put to the Calamity Ganon that they almost won. There's so many Zelda stories where Ganon almost wins, but I think that one's like the most notable because like Gabriel Agreste, like technically he did win, but Link and Zelda had like cheat codes or something, so they were able to persevere and win. And the next one is going to be the Dragon Prince series. Erebos almost won. Honestly, that show towards the end got a little weird. I don't even remember what the new land was called at the end. Peacetopia or something. Something like that. Or what was it called? Like, I don't know. I lost interest towards the end. But Erebos almost did win. Erebos was such a cool villain. I liked him a lot too. But he nearly won if it wasn't for... I mean, I know Callum was gonna lock him or seal him away, but if it wasn't for, like, them really using their brains to figure out how they were gonna stop Erebos, he would have won. Like, he was gonna win. And honestly, he low-key didn't not win yet because he's only, like, trapped or, like, he can come back within, like, 7 years or something like that. Please make another Dragon Prince season and redeem what you did to the last. Thank you so much. But... I don't know. I liked Dragon Prince season, I guess, but I just didn't like the way it ended. That's what I got to say, personally. But, okay, so last but not least, I've gone through these very quickly. Hopefully, I could have gone into more depth, but I mean, like, I think I'm making some valid points of how they won. Last but not least is going to be, I don't know if you see them back there. the Troll Hunters. Hear me out. Honestly, Troll Hunters is always going to make it to a list of something of my favorites. Troll Hunters, iconic. It's actually so iconic. Let's not underappreciate this fandom. But to stay focused, Troll Hunters Season 3, Morgana, and, like, she basically won. Morgana and Genmar, they had the Eternal Night set. Like, they were winning. Like, they won. I feel like the only reason they didn't win was because Jim turned into a troll. If he wasn't a troll, they wouldn't have won that. I'm not going to even lie to you. So, I'm going to say that they almost won. That was such an iconic fight scene. Like, I want to pay so much money for them to, like, I don't know, like, redo it through animation or do something, or, like, make another season where we could just re-experience that again. I mean, technically we could because of how Rise of the Titans ended. Because that would... Oh, that's another one. Like, Squirrel almost won, too. Like, literally. So that was number 6, I guess. I lied to you at the beginning of the video. It was 6 villains who almost won. Squirrel almost won. Okay, how come it's all the Troll Hunters villains who almost won? You know why? Because they work best under pressure. That's a quote from Troll Hunters, in case you guys don't know, from Blinky. But yes, no, yeah, Squirrel almost won too, because, you know, I mean, it was effort of teamwork, there we go, for Squirrel to be defeated by Jim and Toby, because even though Jim had Excalibur and his new suit of armor, he was still kind of struggling to fight Squirrel. But then Toby shut off the magic. Wait a minute. If Toby shut off the magic, wouldn't that have affected Jim's amulet? Or was it already shut off before? I can't remember, honestly. I hate that movie. I will never watch it again because it ruined my life. Just kidding, that's a little dramatic. I'll probably will watch it again, but we're not on speaking terms at the moment. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching this Villains Who Almost Won. Let me know if there's any villains that you can think of that you like that have almost won and then were defeated. But yeah, sorry about the little rabbit trails I went on through the series, but once I get started talking about fandom, I cannot stop. But yes, make sure you guys like and subscribe so you guys don't miss a video from the Princess of Fandoms. Keep it crispy, guys, and have a wonderful day.